I've taken a dry erase marker to a ball that already had plastic on it, and I drew a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to represent the different sides of the ball as it's coming into you. I've drawn it on your side, but this is what it would look like when I was behind the ball. This is not what it's going to look like. It's going to look like this right here. Okay, so I'm going to leave that facing you, and I'll talk about the different numbers, but I'll be pointing to the different parts of the ball here. So what I've done is put an orange stripe right through the middle, meaning if I hit the center of the ball at 4, 5, or 6, it would be a line drive, and if I was straight up and down, then that would be how my line drive would be, okay? If I change my body angle to go more home run, okay, this way, then my whole body needs to go right here. Now let's take a look. If I hit that same spot, that 4, 5, or 6, and I'm on this one, if I'm on this plane right here, and I hit 4, 5, or 6, that might actually create a downward hit. If I move forward and I hit the 4, 5, or 6, that is going to create an upward hit. Okay, so when we talk next week about the different numbers on the back of the ball, we're going to be hitting more the 5, 6, and the 8 and the 9. So make sure that you're pushing your tee far enough out in front to allow your bat to get it. So if I get here, this is not enough room. Right now I'm looking down on the seams, and I can see the 9, but my nose is pointing to the seams. And so now this becomes like one of those things where if I had a hammer, I'd be way up here trying to hit the back of the nail with the hammer, and that's just, I would want to be here if I was nailing something like that. So think about that. Don't get too close because you have a bat. You need to give yourself some room. Come over to the side where you can actually see that part of the ball and stay right there, and bam, let it go. Boom. Back shoulder will be pointing where you've hit that ball if you've rotated all the way. So basically, draw this on the back of a ball. It's not going to be absolutely perfect. It doesn't matter. It's just getting the idea that there's like 3 sections to the back of the ball that you're going to want to hit. If I hit it here, where does it go? Little hand-eye coordination drills. Oh, got me. Anyways, keep your eye on the ball. All right, keep your eye on this thing. See the back of it. You shouldn't need the numbers on the ball eventually. You should be able to call out, I'm going to hit a 9, and you should know that the 9 is going to go over left field. If you say I'm going to hit a 1, which is on the inside half, it means you're probably going to be hitting the ground ball over towards first base, second base. So play with these ideas. See if you can call out a 5 and hit a line drive right back at the pitcher. Then go to hitting a 2 and hit a hard ground ball straight at the pitcher's feet. And then go to an 8, stay back a little bit more, and come up through it to drive the ball over the center fielder. Continue to work on your own swing. You will have plenty of drills given to you next week. I just want you guys playing with the hammer, kind of just get a good feel for what it feels like to get a snap that would go to the wall, not through the wall. So a nice little snap, a little 45 degree from the side right there. You can just imagine it hitting the wall right there. Boom. Those knuckles, that's how we're going to be hitting the ball, except it's going to be sideways. You don't actually have to make this part happen. What you have to do is hold your arms strong and spin fast. Spin fast enough that it leaves your hand behind. Because you've got to think about it. You've got your distance of your arm and the distance of your bat all the way to the sweet spot. All right, so that's all part of the thing that is going to whip, and it's going to whip this piece last. So you don't want to bring this first. That's going to bring your barrel before your shoulder gets there. Try holding your hands strong. Let me go ahead and get a bat in my hand so my knuckles look right. Try holding your hands strong. There's your grip. Squeeze them right there, right by your shoulder, but give enough room. This is not enough room. Okay, we want like parallel lines. Back elbow, bat, as opposed to like this or this. Okay, this you've already snapped. If how we're hitting the ball is with a hammer, we don't want to start right here. Then we're just sliding. Get your hands out, lock your wrist back, hold them tight, and pull. Pull this back. almost like you would reach to start a lawnmower and yank. Pull back, and whatever you do here is going to happen here for your bat. So think about two cars, one going this way, one going this way. The front shoulder pulls that way, and the faster that goes, it's like these cars are connected. All the way, and then this just comes however fast your shoulders come. As long as you're squeezing your bat with strong arms, unlike like spaghetti noodle arms where they get all whippy and like that. Squeeze them. Pull up, pull to the other shoulder. Shoulder to shoulder swinging today. That means straight across. Right there. See how my shoulders are pointing right at you, and so is the barrel? Straight across, and it finishes there too. Right to the back. As if I could hit the same ball that I was hitting right here. And if I bend over, then now my shoulder plane is like this, and it stays that way all the way through, as if I could hit the ball down here. No matter what you do, keep your eye on the ball. Continue to watch the effects of your swing. Swing a little down. Watch how the ball can be popped up, and watch how you can hit it straight down. Stay right in the middle to where your head looks like this and your bat trajectory is this way. Watch how if your head's straight up, you hit more flat balls. Watch how if you move your head back, you hit more fly balls. Or you might get on top of them and roll them down. Okay, so play with all these different swing effects. And then there's one more thing I'm going to show you, and it's going to be with the PVC pipe. So if you haven't gotten a PVC pipe, don't worry. If you have a broom lying around, you can use that. And let me show you that. Here we go. Okay, I've got a PVC pipe here. It's a 1-inch PVC pipe. I put some duct tape at the handle. Nothing special. Be careful, because if you swing this back really slowly, it will hit the concrete and bust. Anyways, here we go. So you're going to swing this PVC pipe, and it's going to be a lot longer than your bat. The weight's going to be distributed a little bit differently, and you're going to need to use really fast rotation with really strong arms to swing this shoulder to shoulder. So your job is to look like that centrifugal force, okay, that we're talking about, the shoulder to shoulder. Centrifugal force works whenever your body's spinning so fast around an axis, and any of these loose parts, like your hands, are going to go flying straight out in a 90-degree angle from your body. That doesn't mean that you're always going to be like this. That means that when we bend over and we hit lower pitches, that's going to happen this way. All right, and the faster we pull back here, the harder this piece is going to pull upward. All right, so let's see what it looks like with the PVC pipe. The first drill that you're going to perform with this is just to get an idea of how to rotate your shoulders as if you didn't have arms. So if you didn't have arms and you just stuck this right up against your shoulder plane and you got your body set, make sure we're looking at the back of the imaginary ball, staring right through it. Begin with the foot, pick it up, roll it over the rainbow, and then pull your front side away and watch how this thing shoots forward. It's going to happen exactly the same whenever we pull like this and we've got it in our hands. Obviously I'd need to move it further out because now I'm using my arms. When I don't use my arms, it seems to hit the sweet spot pretty well. You'll notice sometimes my back foot comes and goes here, and sometimes it goes here. It really just depends on how hard I'm rotating. It's not something I'm just trying to do all the time. It more has to do with where am I trying to hit it. If I'm trying to hit it over here, to the left side of the field, my toe is going to go all the way to the left side of the field, bringing my heel all the way to the right side of the field. That's going to allow my entire body to rotate around where my back can get all the way to the plate. And if I roll this front ankle like we were talking about, if I roll that and I accept the rotating weight as opposed to pushing, if you push, watch what happens. See, now I'm in this position. This is where I'd be hitting a really hard ground ball if I did in fact rotate. If I just push forward and I don't rotate and I just bring my arms, those are your ground balls over towards third and shortstop, off the inside of the bat. It's like you're getting closer to the ball and you're not really rotating, and you're going to hit it with the handle. So if I were swinging this with just my shoulders, again, it would look like this. Hold the body still, begin the weight shift in a circular motion, tighten the core, and try to hit the imaginary ball there. I pulled my head a little bit on that. You'll You'll have to relax your neck muscles. That's one of the tougher things to do, is like stay tight, but stay relaxed here. You're trying to keep your head behind the ball. Hold your breath, tighten the core. It's better. If I were going to swing this, what I'd first want to do is just start rotating and swinging it shoulder to shoulder. A lot of times when kids will start swinging this, they'll begin swinging it first and it'll fly down. If the elbows stay pointed down and they begin to snap and they're not going fast enough, it will hit the ground. So again, they're trying to hold the hands right in front of the shoulder, begin the rotation without moving the hands. This will naturally happen as my elbows begin to pull with my shoulders. My bat will get on plane with my shoulders perpendicular. Right there, and wherever I point my shoulder plane, hopefully to the ball, that's where my bat is going to explode. So when you have kids who don't really rotate, they're more hitting like 75% over here into their swing. Boom. All right? If you have a kid that rotates, they're gonna hit at like 40 to 45% of their swing. And then the last 2/3 of their swing is going to be way over here whipping around. And those are the balls that everybody goes, whoa, you know? Whoa. So if you can make this thing move, it's because you're using your legs. Hold it steady. Let's see if I can hit that spot. All right, I hold it steady right here, and I just tighten my abs. I've got my lower half pointing towards the ball, and I've got my upper half shifted back in an L shape. If I point my knob right over here and I just hold it steady, I squeeze my arms, I can even leave it on my shoulder. Once I tighten my core, my foot's gonna ride the rainbow over and my upper body is gonna pull away, like, boom. That's one good workout. Why don't y'all go get you some of those in? And I'll check back with y'all tomorrow. Just again.